Bay win the NFC South.
This is how I find myself looking at work all day long, just in a good mood. You know why I'm in a good mood? Because it's Victory Monday. What's good, everybody? Let's talk some Tampa sports. How are we feeling? Come on. How are we feeling? Whew, I'm feeling good. Our Tampa Bay Buccaneers just torched the #1 ranked defense in the NFL for 40 points. Our Tampa Bay Buccaneers just went the entire game without punting the ball one time against the #1 ranked defense in the NFL. How are we feeling? All we heard all week long as Bucs fans was this Los Angeles Chargers defense, best scoring defense in the NFL. You can't really score in them like that. And I'm sitting here in my preview, I'm looking at the numbers behind that, and they give up a lot of yards. They're just very timely and very opportunistic. I don't mean that as an insult, but how does that 40 burger taste? I'm having fun. I'm joking around because it's Victory Monday, but it is impressive, and it is something to be proud of what the Bucs did to this very good defense. It is a very good defense. Look at what the rest of the league has done against them. The Raiders put up 10. Carolina put up 3. Pittsburgh put up 20. Kansas City put up 17. Denver put up 16. Arizona put up 17. New Orleans put up 8. Cleveland put up 10. 17. 27, okay. 30, okay. Before the Bucs put up 40, Baltimore scoring 30 on them was the best a team has done against this Chargers defense. So a whole 10 more points is what the Buccaneers did. I mean, it's yeah. Oh, by the way, Atlanta, yeah, I'm not skipping you. 13 points and 4 Kirk Cousins turnovers. I hope y'all lose tonight. Anyways, I mean, you take away 2 drives in the second quarter. I mean, the Bucs in the second quarter, they're going to do what the Bucs do in the second quarter. You take that away, I mean, this Bucs offense was dominant. Over 500 yards, 283 through the air, 223 on the ground, just beautifully balanced, beautifully sequenced by Liam Cohen, who week after week just continues to climb the ranks of head coaching candidates. I'm getting scared. In that first quarter, it's the Jalen McMillan show. He gets himself another touchdown. That's 3 touchdowns in 2 games, coming alive late in the season, which is it's exactly what this Buccaneers offense needed. Getting another guy other than Mike Evans at the receiver position. Jalen McMillan, confidence continuing to grow at the perfect time. Then it goes in that second quarter, like I said, Baker throws a pick, Rachaad White fumbles, and if you would have checked social media right after that Rachaad White fumble, you would have thought the Tampa Bay Buccaneers were just eliminated from the playoffs for the season. Take a deep breath, guys. There was we were halfway through the second quarter, and I'm seeing this uproar on social media. I'm like, guys, come on. I know the defense, let them go right down the field, but there's still so much game to play, and the Bucs have been moving the ball despite those 2 turnovers, so I was never nervous that we were just not going to be able to score again. Just get those turnovers out of the way. Here we are. And honestly, when the Bucs got that stop after the Rachaad White fumble, that's when everything just goes uphill for the Bucs and downhill for the Chargers. They do not score a single point. A single point after that. The Bucs go on a 27-0 run. Everything turned around after that fumble. Mike Evans keeps that hunt for 1,000 yards alive and healthy. 9 receptions, 159 yards. 2 touchdowns, Hall of Famer, first ballot, put the gold jacket around him. And what I loved a lot about the whole Mike Evans big game was they were taking deep shots to him. On that 3rd and long, that second touchdown throw, just a strike, a bullet, whatever word you want to use, a dot to Mike Evans. That was beautiful. I love to see the deep shots, threaten teams deep, build on the run game. They just go hand in hand. Keep working that. So Mike Evans is now at 749 yards, meaning he will need 251 yards in the remaining 3 games against Dallas, New Orleans, Carolina. I like his chances. You think he has one more 100-yard game? If he puts up 100 yards on Sunday Night Football, just 150 more against 2 divisional teams, both at home. Come on. Feed the man. Outside of Mike Evans in the second half, it was run game. Buggy Irving coming alive out of half-time. Breaks off an 18-yard run. Breaks off a 54-yard run. And the Chargers knew the run was going to come over and over and over, especially when the Bucs went up 2 possessions. The run was going to keep coming over and over and over. They couldn't stop it. The team that is built on physicality, on defense, and the run game on offense. They could not match the Buccaneers' run game on offense, and they could not stop the Buccaneers' run game and physicality on defense. Just the term impose their will. I mean, they did. The offensive line getting upfield, moving guys, creating holes, running backs, hitting the holes. Honestly, it's just more of what we've seen. It seems like it doesn't matter if it's the Giants. It doesn't matter if it's the Chargers. This run game is clicking right now. 4 straight games now of 150 rush yards or more. It's. I could not have imagined this at the start of this season. Being 32nd ranked 2 years in a row. To this, no shot. I could have even come close to imagining this. Bucky Irving, 15 carries, 117 yards, including that 54-yarder. Rashad White, 15 for 64, and a touchdown through the air. He's at 6 receiving touchdowns on the year. That's pretty wild. And a great day yesterday as well in pass protection. This running back room, I love it. I love this running back room. That Chargers defense is built on their pass rush going into this game. They are 5th in the NFL in sacks. Huge credit to the offensive line. Pass protection. I mean, how many times did you guys hear Khalil Mack's name yesterday? The guy everyone else was talking about, their leading sack guy, Tui Polotu. Did you guys hear his name? Joey Bosa. I heard his name. It was on offsides. Yeah. Dominant. Hold on a minute. Speaking of this guy who is their leading sack getter, let me move myself out of the way. 7.5 sacks on the year. Did he play? 0 tackles, 0 sacks. He's not even nothing. He literally did nothing but burn calories against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Wow. Defensively, time to give Todd Bowles some credit, y'all. Since the bye week, this Bucs defense is giving up just 15 points per game, which is best in the NFL since that time. That's a 4-week span. I know some of the competition has not been great, but going from what we were showing defensively to now, and still dealing with all of those injuries, credit is due. And what Todd Bowles saw in the first half yesterday, and then adjusted in the second half, pitching a shutout. Defensively, I mean, that pressure was getting there. And Justin Herbert could not do anything. I need a stat of how many times Justin Herbert was on the ground yesterday, whether it was a sack or just knocking him down after he got the ball out, throwing it away, bad pass, whatever it may be. Only 3 sacks on the day. I'm saying only 3, but the amount of times the pressure affected the play, like I said, either him just having to throw it in the dirt, throwing it out of bounds, or trying to make a completion, but it sails over the guy's head, or it's short. The blitzes were, that's what we need to see from these Todd Bowles blitzes. One of those pressures even led to a Jamel Dean interception, first of the season, and, super cool dude. I don't mean this in a bad way, but notorious for not having the greatest hands, and he's the guy that snaps Justin Herbert's streak of not throwing an interception since week 2. That was Herbert's 2nd interception the entire year. Shout out Jamel Dean, and shout out the pressure on that play. Run stopping. I said it earlier, their offense could not match our offense at all. We're talking a difference of pretty much 200 yards. 223 on the ground for the Bucs and 32 on the ground for the Chargers. Once again, a team that relies and builds their offense on the run game. 32 yards. A team that looks to stay in third and manageable, playing safer. We talked about this all week long of this Chargers offense. They don't turn the ball over. They play safe, marching down the field. 0-6 on third down. 0-2 on fourth down. That's been something we've talked about this Bucs defense this season, was they have not been able to get off the field on third downs, yada, yada, yada. Yesterday, they did it all. They did it all, y'all. And on top of that, knocking on wood, I am pretty sure, at least I do not recall, I do not remember, a big injury that game. Did we just get out of a game healthy? Did that just happen? Before I get into the salutes of the game, I want to give a huge, huge shout out to the West Coast Bucs fans and the people that traveled to the West Coast for this game. Buckaholics showing out in LA. I saw some stadium videos, and that away side of the stadium was pretty much all red, white, and pewter. Y'all showed out. We need to carry that energy into Dallas next week on Sunday Night Football, and then bring it back home for the final 2 games of the season against Carolina and the Saints. There is no reason those last 2 games of the season, Ray J needs to be rocking. Salutes of the game. The 2 legends. Mike Evans, we already spoke on that. He is him. Salute to Mike Evans. Lavonte David, a sack and a half, 12 total tackles, 1 tackle for loss, 3 QB hits. What else? He's 34 years old, still doing this. And if I'm not mistaken, he's only half a sack behind Kalijah Kancey and Vita Vea for the team lead in sacks. Off-ball linebacker Lavonte David is half a sack, once again, from being tied for the team lead. At 34 years old. What? Bucky Irving, been banged up lately, comes in this game. I feel like they kind of eased him into it. Rashad was getting most of the work early on, giving Bucky a carry here and there. Hey, how you feeling type of thing. After halftime, he starts getting that workload. 15 carries, 117 yards, like I said. Salute Bucky Irving fighting through the pain. This one's a little different. He didn't fill up the stat sheet, but special teams, and when he was playing on defense, when he was asked to blitz, J.J. Russell. J.J. Russell had a good game yesterday. And, let's give some credit where credit is due. Salute to J.J. Russell. Jamel Dean, first interception of the year. There was no noticeable moments for me where it's like, Jamel Dean, get up on the guy. Jamel Dean, the receiver's breaking off on you. It was a good day for Jamel Dean, and that first interception of the season, let's go. Let's build on that. Keep it going. Salute Jamel Dean. And last but not least, 22 for 27, 288 yards, 4 touchdowns, now at 32 touchdowns passing on the season, 135 quarterback rating out west, on the road, in LA. Baker Mayfield, salute to you. That's going to be it for me, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please comment down below your thoughts on this game. Like and subscribe if you have not already. Go Bucs, and y'all have a blessed one.